As you can see, I actually have my hair and makeup done today because I just finished filming an interview for a documentary. So people are putting together a really cool documentary and they asked me to be a part of it and they interviewed me today. And it was really fun and exciting. So yeah, that was fun. And now I am pooped. So I got my hair and makeup done this morning. It was like a big deal to have like people in the house. I know most of the world is like moving on and just like living their lives now safely. Hopefully everyone is wearing their masks and getting vaccinated when they're able to. But for the most part, my family has been very extra cautious, and because we are able to, we try to stay home as much as we can because we have the means to be able to do that. So if we can do our part to keep other people safe during this pandemic, that's what we choose to do. So we don't really go many places. We're recently starting to like go do things and go places, but it's really scary for us because we haven't done it in over a year and a half. You know, that's why it was a really big deal for me to go to the Dancing with the Stars taping, and then today to be interviewed and have like a small crew. There's only like 4 or 5 people here. Everyone has to get COVID tested, everyone has to wear masks, and it's very, very safe, but it's still like nerve-wracking. And I wonder if anyone else out there, it feels the same way as me. Sometimes it feels like the rest of the world is just kind of like doing whatever they want. But I wonder if the people who are kind of back to normal life, if you felt like this when you started going back to normal life, or if you are just now getting back to normal life-ish. I mean, what is normal life now? But it feels so weird to have like people in my house. It feels weird to like go do something, even though I know it's the safest version of doing something that I could possibly do. I'm vaccinated, I wear a mask, all that stuff. It's still like overwhelming, kind of like it makes me feel like anxious just because for so long that was so like not allowed. So I'm curious if any of you guys have felt that feeling when you started doing stuff again, or if you're doing stuff like that now, or if you're not, if you're still staying home as much as possible and you haven't like seen anyone or done anything yet. How do you feel about going back out into the world and seeing people? I don't know, it's like very overwhelming to me. So anyway, it was all safe, it was all fun, and now it's over. So I'm gonna try to rest because it really exhausted me. I think the plan is just to like rest and work if I can today, but mostly just relax and rest. So anyway, love you guys. See you in a minute. Hello everybody, welcome to Tiny Tortilla Talks with Colleen. Let's talk about it. So obviously, as you can see, it's the end of the day because this is how I end my vlogs, but I did not vlog anything else today, and that is because I was pooped. I was too exhausted. I literally just laid around not being able to do anything, but I still wanted to chat with you guys a little bit tonight. If this is boring to you, ta-ta. I will see you later. I'm going to read some of your comments because I saw a couple that I was like, oh my god, that's so nice. And so I wanted to read them and just chat with you guys. But yeah, I had a good day even though I was exhausted and it was very long. It was really wonderful to just do something for me that wasn't a doctor's appointment. I feel like my entire pregnancy has just been about doctor's appointments. I haven't been able to do anything to fulfill anything that has to do with myself. So like going to Dancing with the Stars and then doing this today like made me really happy. So that was good, but I am very exhausted. That is why I'm here with my tiny little microphone and my tiny little tortilla blankie. We're just gonna read some comments on the vlogs. Make sure to leave comments on today's video if you like, because I love to read them when they're nice. I don't like to read them when they're not nice. Okay, I wanted to read this. This is what made me want to do a tortilla talks tonight. At first I was like, I'm not even gonna do a video. I'm just gonna like not post a vlog. Then I read this comment and I was like, I really want to talk about this. Stephanie said, 11 weeks with twins.
Yes, twin mamas.
And it's depleting me in every way possible. I feel you. I cannot do anything and I vomit everything up. Your videos have been so comforting, helpful, and real. I have a son who's 2.5, born just 2 weeks after Flynn, and the mom guilt is so heavy. Thank you for sharing your pregnancy. It makes me feel less alone. Stephanie, this comment makes me feel less alone. I am so grateful when you guys comment stuff like this and tell me about what you're going through, because it helps me to go through the hard stuff that I'm going through. Girl, you can do it, I promise. And that 2.5-year-old of yours is going to make time fly by. This has been a miserable experience for me being pregnant. However, having Flynn has made the time fly. My pregnancy with Flynn felt like it was years and years long. Like it felt like it was never ending. And this pregnancy, I'm like, oh my God, I'm already in my 3rd trimester. It's been hard and it's been painful and awful, but it really has, I feel like, gone really fast. So hopefully it's the same way for you. I'm so sorry about the nausea. That is the worst. Talk to your doctor because there is medicine they can give you for nausea, and I've taken it and it really helped me on those super nauseous days. If you're interested in that, check that out. My other big advice for vomitation ladies like me is what helped me is making sure my stomach was never empty. And I know that's hard to do when you just throw everything up, but the more my stomach got empty, the more nauseous I felt. Even in the middle of the night, I still do this, by the way. I have stuff on my bedside table, crackers, granola bars, anything that I can just grab and put in my mouth anytime I wake up to make sure my stomach never gets empty. That's what I did, and it helped me. Good luck to you. I hope the nausea ends soon, and you got this, Stephanie. You're amazing. But the reason I wanted to read this was because I loved her comment because it made me feel less alone. But then I read the replies. I saw that it had 11 replies, and I was like, what are people saying to her? And it made me so happy. It's a bunch of you encouraging her, and it made me so, like, my heart just like, it made me so happy to see such like love and support in my comment section, not just for me, but for like other women who are going through hard times. So Daisy Lovers said to Stephanie, you're doing an amazing job. I wish you the best with your beautiful son and your angelic little babies. I'll keep you in my prayers. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Laura said, you and Colleen are superheroes. Stay strong. You got this. You're doing amazing. Aspen said, you're freaking amazing. Remember, it's all worth it in the end. That's really what kept me going in my pregnancy. Congratulations. I hope everything goes smoothly from here. Flute Loops said, good luck. You can do this. It's great you and Colleen have such similar experiences. I'm sure it's such a support for you. Then Jazzy said, have you tried B6? Have you tried Unisom? They're like saying like people are giving advice. It's just amazing. Sarah said, anyone pregnant is already a trooper. You know, it made me so freaking happy to see so many of you like be so sweet in the comments and encourage her. So thank you for doing that. That made me really happy. Then this comment made me happy too. It said, it's weird. I watched you all through junior high and high school, a time I thought I'd never make it past in the moment. And now I'm in college majoring in animation and minoring in Asian studies. I feel like we've been through so much together and you've helped me keep going even though we've never met. Someday I want to give you a big hug and thank you for the presence you've had in my life. And then I read the replies to that and Rachel said, this is so true. I've been watching her since high school. Now I'm 26. I feel like she's my best friend I've never met. Claire said this, I'm the exact same. Diana said, I relate to this so much. I've been watching her since elementary school and now I'm a freshman in college, so I feel like Colleen is one of my best friends. Damien said, we are living the same lives. I've been watching her since 5th grade. Now I'm a freshman in college. I'm so glad I found her. I could cry. This is how I feel about you guys too. It makes me so happy because like I cannot, and this is why I miss touring so much, because it's wonderful to be able to post videos online and like chat with you guys through the internet and read your comments and talk about them and all that stuff. But like to get to go around the world and meet you in person and give you hugs and like say thank you for all that you've done for me is like so amazing. And I'm just so hopeful that like everything goes smoothly with the twins and that I can get a grasp on like being a mom of 3 and figure out how to tour again, because we definitely already have tour dates scheduled for next year and I really hope I can do them because it's like my favorite thing is to see you guys in person because of this exact reason. Like you guys grew up with me, but I grew up with you too. When I started doing YouTube, I was in my very early 20s. I've been doing it for over a decade. So like my biggest years, my most crucial years of becoming who I am, and I'm still changing so much, has been in front of you guys. It really does feel like you guys are my friends, even though I've never met the majority of you. And how I know that is because whenever I feel sad, whenever I feel excited, whenever I'm happy, whenever I'm frustrated, any feeling, I like want to pick up the camera and talk to you about it. So anyway, I love you guys. Anne said, question for Tortilla Talks. Will we see a vlog with Flynn getting a haircut or is he growing his long? It's so thick and beautiful. It's very long right now. He really needs a haircut. But Eric and I both really like, obviously when he has an opinion and tells us what he wants, we will do it. I feel like he's already at that stage. I could ask him probably soon if he wants me to cut it or leave it. But we feel like the shaggy, like messy, long hair just suits his personality better, because when we cut it really short, he looks like a bro. Nothing wrong with bros. Well, most of the time. It just doesn't suit his personality. He's so like bubbly and happy and joyful and silly. Just the shaggy, messy hair, I feel like it just fits his personality really well, but like it's getting very long. He really needs a haircut. Since he's never had an opinion on his hair, we've always kind of kept it somewhat shaggy, but I feel like pretty soon he'll be able to tell us what he wants with his hair, and that's what we'll do. This comment, oh my God. Okay, I've never commented before, but I'm a tax accountant who works 60 to 70 hours a week, and I'm 2 weeks out from a deadline. Oh my God, that sounds really stressful. And these vlogs are the highlight of my days. I'm very glad to have been able to watch your journey while going through my own. You're a rock star, and we all love you. I love you too, and I hope you get through this deadline. It sounds really stressful, and all that hours you work sound very stressful. And oh my gosh, a tax accountant, that sounds like a job I could never even come close to being able to doing or understanding. You are much smarter than me. This one was interesting. Tortilla Talk question. Do you and Eric feel insecure about who Flynn calls out for more often. I know you have felt frustrated about not being able to play with Flynn during this pregnancy, but do you or Eric ever worry about Flynn gravitating towards one of you more than the other? Not saying at all that you should be worried about anything, just curious. I'm a psych major and interested in parental attachment and the parent's perception of it. So everyone is different, so obviously I cannot speak for every parent. But I never get offended or my feelings hurt when Flynn says anything like, no, I want daddy to do it, or I want Coco to play with me, because he does the same thing with me. He'll say, oh, I want mommy to play with me, and or whatever. He'll call out for me, or he'll call out for Eric for different things. It doesn't offend me because I know he loves us all the same. He's just 2 and he's learning how to communicate and he's learning how to live life. So like the other day I was talking to Eric and Flynn said to me, mommy, stop talking. I could have been like, that was really rude. He's 2. He doesn't know that that's a rude thing to say to somebody, and I have to teach him that. And also, I'm not going to be offended that he wants me to stop talking. He was playing with his daddy and I interrupted it. And so it's actually on me to be like, excuse me, can I please talk to daddy for a minute? I have something to say, and like let him know that was about to happen, as opposed to me rudely interrupting what he was doing. And then I also got to tell him, like, it's not a nice way to say that to someone. If you need me to stop talking, you can do this, you can say this, and give him other options. Kids they're learning how to become humans. So to like get upset with them or mad at them for having preference, like in this moment he'd rather play with Coco than me, or in this moment he'd rather cuddle mommy than daddy, or anything like that. Like, it would not be fair to be upset with him over those things, because I want him to have preference. I want him to have likes and dislikes. It's just my job to help encourage and teach him how to communicate those things kindly to others. So I don't get upset. I've never had my feelings hurt by something he has said or done. We all know he's just learning. I mean, he's done stuff like that to grandma. Like, if grandma's in town, I'm chopped liver. Like, and I know that grandma is number 1 top tier. I agree. She's an incredible, strong, amazing woman. Yeah, that's how I feel personally, but everyone is different. Also, it makes me really happy when he gets excited to want it. Like, if he's like, no, I want daddy to do it, or I want Coco to do it, or I want grandma to do it. It makes me excited because it makes me like, oh my God, he loves them so much. Like, he wants to share this with them. Because Flynn's all about sharing joy and sharing happiness. So when he does that, I know it's because he wants to share a special moment with them. And that makes me really happy that he loves other people so much that he wants to share those moments with them. So I usually get excited when he wants to do stuff with other people, because it just shows how much he loves them. I don't take it as like a diss on me. I know he loves me. All right, here's the last one, tortilla talk. When do you think is the best time to start listening to Christmas music? This is a great question. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I tweet often about how I wish it was Christmas. I really desperately wish it was Christmas. I'm craving me some Christmas right now. Like, I am just desperate for it. Since it is not yet Christmas time, I'm going to take the hint from your comment and I'm gonna listen to Christmas music right now. I'm gonna sing a little Christmas song to say goodbye to you guys tonight. Thank you for watching. Sorry there wasn't a vlog today. There's just a little tortilla talk. So yeah, I have to put in a headphone though, I think, in order to like sing. Oh, it won't let me use my tortilla talk microphone and listen to the music at the same time. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm using the microphone. I'm gonna sing a royalty-free song from the YouTube royalty-free library. Whoa, this is a very intense intro. Okay, I have to sing kind of quiet because everyone's asleep. So I don't know if I was supposed to come in Silent Night. Was I supposed to come in here? I don't know. I think it'll be more obvious. Maybe here. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child or children's holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, now I've got the shaker. Okay, I don't want to keep singing more verses, so I'm just gonna do a fade out. So there you go. I loved the idea of just starting to listen to Christmas music now. Why not? I love Christmas music. I don't need this. I love Christmas music. It makes me happy. So thanks for making me think of singing that tonight. And I love you guys all very much. And I'll see you Monday. You guys are the best.
You can relax. Colleen and Eric have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.